Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today my group is presenting the cleansing action of soap and detergent,
And who
effectiveness
the
of
hell are you? Siapa awak?
apa?
Dengan nama pun. Tak kenal nama pun siapa awak. Walaupun ada nama.
So my group, Aliash, me, Darwish, and Amita Kifah will be presenting the cleansing action of soap and detergent, effectiveness of cleansing action of soap and detergent, and additives in detergent.
Okay. Next.
So for my part, I will be presenting the cleansing action of soap and detergent. Soap and detergent as emulsifying agents because soap and detergent molecules are soluble in clean water. Okay, so soaps and detergents act as emulsifying agents because soap and detergent molecules are soluble in grease and water.
Okay, next.
When soap detergent dissolve in water, soap detergent molecules will ionize into sodium cation plus or potassium cation plus and soap or detergent and ions. A soap or detergent and ion consists of two parts. First, a hydrophilic part, which for soap and ion, it has carboxylic iodate that is soluble in water. For detergent and ion, it has sulfate or sulfonic iodate that is soluble in water also. So for the second part is a hydrophobic part, which is a long hydrocarbon tail that is soluble in grease or oil.
Okay.
This is a simple structure of soap and ion or detergent and ion. So as you can see, the round part is the hydrophilic part, which is soluble in water, and the tail is the hydrophobic part, which is soluble in oil or grease. This is the structural formula for soap and ion and detergent and ion. On the left, we can see the soap and ion structural formula, and on the right, we can see the detergent and ion structural formula.
Okay, good. Okay.
Basically, the cleansing action of soap and detergent is the same. The structures of soap and ion and detergent and ion that are hydrophobic and hydrophilic make them as effective cleaning agents.
Okay.
Now, I will describe to you the cleansing action of soap and detergent. When we want to wash our dirty clothes, we will add either soap or detergent in water, and when we add those things, it reduces the tension of water. This increases the water's ability to wet the surface of the cloth thoroughly.
Okay. Ini boleh apa ni saya tanya semua boleh?
The soap or detergent will ionize in water to produce free-moving soap and ions or detergent and ions. The hydrophilic parts will dissolve in water, while the hydrophobic parts dissolve in grease.
Okay.
When you scrub the cloth, there will be movement of water which cause the grease to pull away from the surface of the cloth. When the grease pull away from the cloth, the hydrophilic parts of the soap or detergent and ions will surround the grease and it will float to the surface of the water.
Mhm.
The grease that are floating will then break into small droplets. The small droplets will not be attached to the surface of the cloth due to the repulsion of negative charges of the hydrophilic parts on the surface of the grease, hence forming emulsion that suspends in the water. Lastly, rinsing with water causes the surface of the cloth to become clean because the grease droplets are left in the water.
Okay.
Next, I will explain about the effectiveness of cleansing action of soap and detergent.
Okay.
The effectiveness of cleansing action.
Okay. Sekejap Ini yang saya nak cari-cari. Awak buat perbandingan terus. Biar semua orang nampak antara soft water, hard water dengan acidic water.
Okay, the effectiveness of cleansing action of soap and detergent depends on the type of water used. There are three types of water that we will learn. First is the soft water, which is contain little or no calcium ion, Ca2+, and magnesium ion, Mg2+. The second one is hard water, contains calcium ion, Ca2+, and magnesium ion, Mg2+. And last one is acidic water that contain hydrogen ion, H+. The example of hard water is rivers, sea, and underground water.
Okay.
Okay. Soap cannot be used in hard water because the magnesium ion, Mg2+, and calcium ion, Ca2+, will react with the soap and ion to form an insoluble precipitate in water. This precipitate is known as scum.
Mana dapat gambar ni? Bagus gambar ni.
Safari.
Safari. Safari. Sebab tu dah kita tak guna sabun mandi untuk basuh baju dia akan bentuk scum Okay.
Yes. Soap cannot produce foam in hard water and this condition result in wastage of soap. Okay, next. This is the form that when we use the soap with soft water and hard water. Can you see the differences?
Okay.
Okay, next.
Yes.
Apa tu dia je ya? Itu siapa?
Alia, sir.
Alia, tak dengar.
As we all know, the insoluble one is precipitate is known as scum. It's not easily clean. It will leave a clear deposit that can be seen on clothes and can cause the clothes to feel hard. Scum also stick to the inner part of the sink and washing machine.
Banyak kan awak perhatikan dekat sink, dekat kol payet macam tu kan? Okay, banyak kan? Dan orang tu malah nak ni lagi lah. Ada banyak tak? Okay, next. Very good.
Detergent does not form scum in hard water. This is because the hydrophilic part of the detergent and ion will not form a strong ionic bond with the magnesium ion, Mg2+, and calcium ion, Ca2+, from the hard water. Okay, next. In acidic water, hydrogen ion, H+, react with the soap to form insoluble long fatty acid. The formation of insoluble long fatty acid reduces the amount of soap used for the cleaning. Hydrogen ion, H+, in acidic water react with the detergent to form soluble acid. Detergent does not form precipitate in acidic water, therefore detergent can form as cleansing agent in acidic water.
Okay.
Now we show the chemical reaction of soap and detergent in hard water and acidic water. This is the reaction in hard water for soap and detergent. As you can see, the soap will produce insoluble, which is known as scum, while detergent will solid.
Okay. Awak ingat macam ni yang scum tu pepecah lah.
Yes.
Okay, pepecah. Okay.
This is the reaction in acidic water. Soap also will not insoluble in acidic water, while detergent can be soluble in acidic water. Okay. As the conclusion, the comparison of effectiveness of cleansing action of detergent and soap based on aspect effectiveness in soft water, soap and detergent can be effective as cleansing agent. Based on aspect effectiveness in hard water, soap less effective due to the formation of scum, while detergent more effective because no scum is formed. By aspect effectiveness in acidic water, soap not effective due to the formation of insoluble organic acid. While detergent effective because the organic acid form is soluble.
Okay. So ini dia punya terus unit comparison Okay, next terusnya.
Experiment 5.1.
Okay, eksperimen, okay, 5.1, okay.
Aim.
Siapa bisa ni? Darwin ya?
Yes, me.
Okay, teruskan Darwin.
Aim to compare the effectiveness of the cleansing action of soap and detergent in hard water. Problem statement: is the cleansing action of a detergent more effective than a soap in hard water?
Okay.
Hypothesis: the cleansing action of a detergent is more effective than a soap in hard water.
Okay. Sekejap. Balik pada hypothesis awak tu. Okay, hypothesis awak ambil mana?
Hypothesis I got from module Pan Asia.
Okay, you have to make a correction to that because when we write the hypothesis, okay, you should write manipulated variable in the front of the statement. Okay, which is detergent. Detergent is more effective than soap as cleansing. The cleansing action, detergent is more effective than soap in hard water. Sekejap, sekarang ni kita punya MV kita adalah detergent and soap Betul kan?
Yes.
So, kita punya respondingnya adalah the effectiveness Okay,
Yes.
so sekali lah, detergent is more effective than soap, okay, as cleansing action in hard water. Tukar. I repeat detergent is more effective than soap as cleaning agent in hard water. Okay, boleh
Okay.
Ingat bila kita tulis hipotesis, kita kena letak MV dulu sebagai kita punya ayat depan. Baru kita buku tu je silap sikit lah. Alright, teruskan.
Variables. For the manipulated variables, soap and detergent solutions.
Okay, nanti awak potong solution tu soap and detergent saja. Responding tu awak tulis the effectiveness of soap and detergent.
Fixed variables: volume of hard water, volume and concentration of cleansing agent.
Okay. Right.
Material: 5% of soap solution, 5% of detergent solution, 5% of hard water, which is 1.0 mole Dm-3 magnesium sulfate solution, and 2 small piece of cloth with oily stains. Apparatus: 100 cm3 beaker and 50 cm3 measuring cylinder. Procedure: first, 20 cm3 hard water, which is magnesium sulfate solution, is poured into 2 separate beakers, which is A and B.
Darwish, cuba awak guna ayat saya. Try to use my word in writing the procedure. Ayat ni kan macam terlalu formal ke? Cuba lah nak cuba. Saya kata macam mana?
Pour 20 cm cube hot water into beaker.
Berapa banyak awak nak pour sebaldi?
Into 2.
Apa ayat saya orang lain? Fatimah, apa
Measure
ayat
and
saya
pour.
guna?
Measure and pour.
Measure and pour. Measure and pour to 20 cm
20
cube
cm
of
cube.
hot water into beaker A and B separately. Yes,
Beaker
saja
B.
ayat saya kan? Boleh? Okay, next.
Measure 50 cm cube of 5% solid solution and pour into beaker A. Also, measures 50 cm cube of 5% detergent solution and add it to beaker B.
Okay.
Third, a small piece of cloth with oily stains is dipped into each beaker. Fourth, each cloth is washed with the solution in respective beakers. And the last one, the cleansing action of the soap and detergent is observed. Next. So, based on the observation, for beaker A, which is 5% of soap solution, the observation that have been made is a white precipitate is produced and the oily stains remain. For beaker B, 5% of detergent solution, the observation that have been made, which is no white precipitate is formed and the oily stains disappear.
Okay, good.
As the conclusion, the cleansing action of a detergent is more effective than a soap in hot water.
Okay. Saya nak tanya, sebelum tu saya nak tanya awak semua ni, siapa rumah dia dekat dengan pantai? Dekat tu bukanlah rumah dia buka pintu patah lalu jok. Maksudnya dia buka pintu, dia boleh pergi tanpa ada sekatan jalan raya lah, siapa? Of course saya tu.
Zul.
Okay, Zul Ikhwan
Ya.
Ya, macam ni. Macam ni lah, saya nak suruh awak semua yang ada keupayaan untuk buat video dan buat eksperimen ni kat rumah. Boleh tak? Maksudnya awak pergi ambil air pantai satu, sebagai hot water. Okay. Lepas tu buat eksperimen guna sabun mandi, okay, dengan guna sabun basah, deterjen lah. Jangan guna buat sabun basah dah. Cuba buat make your own experiment. Okay, lepas tu buat video. Siapa boleh buat? Dia kalau tanya kata. Cik Elah kata. Tahu Cik Elah ke apa? Tahu ke Cik Elah tiga apa? Tak tahu? Malah ada. Try dah. Siapa yang maksudnya dia boleh pergi ke pantai sekejap. Ataupun kalau kat rumah dia tu ada air perigi. Dah air perigi pun boleh juga sebenarnya lah. Air perigi. Okay. Cuba buat dah dan ambil video. Awak buat sendiri lah. Maksudnya buat sendiri. Awak cerita lah. Betul. Jadi macam dia sikit. Hi, today I want to present to you the effectiveness of okay. First, okay, awak video cerita dah. Try dah. Boleh tak Najla?
Yes.
Boleh buat?
Tak ada air perigi sini, sir.
Itulah, nak cari magnesium sulfate pun payah tak? Nak cari magnesium sulfate je payah juga tak? Sebenarnya kalau kita nak buat tu, kita guna magnesium sulfate je campur air supaya dia ada air magnesium dalam tu. Okay. Tapi cara tu try lah awak cari air pantai dah. Ataupun air sungai ke, siapa yang duduk test tu. Okay. Tepi sungai Kelantan. Try lah buat dah. Okay, nak teruskan.
So we move to additive in detergent.
Okay.
Most cleansing agents today are detergent. There are various types of detergent available on the market with slightly different cleansing qualities. The difference in cleansing qualities is due to the additive in detergent. The additive in detergent is added to give special properties to the detergent. So, next slide.
Ni awak buat Saza tu kan whitening kan?
Biological enzyme first.
Tak apa, betul lah.
Okay, this is whitening agent. The function of whitening agent is to change dirt to colorless substance. Examples of whitening agents are sodium perborate and sodium hypochlorite. Liquid chlorine bleach is also called household bleach or simply liquid bleach, is commonly distributed as an approximately 5% solution of sodium hypochlorite. Besides, the most frequently used non-chlorine bleach ingredient is sodium perborate. It is usually referred to simply as perborate.
Teruskan.
Okay. One of the additive is biological enzyme. The function of biological enzyme is to remove protein stains such as blood, milk, and sugar. The examples of biological enzyme used are amylase, protease, cellulase, and lipase. Be sure to read the directions first before you do the laundry. The enzyme action that acts as a catalyst in the detergent might be denatured if we use water with high temperature. Next is optical whitener. The function is to make clothes become whiter and brighter. Examples of optical whitener is fluorescent dyes. Optical brighteners are dye stuff absorbed by textile fibers from solution but not subsequently removed in rinsing. They convert invisible ultraviolet light into visible light on the blue side of the spectrum, causing the fiber to reflect a greater proportion of visible light and making it appear brighter.
Okay, kelas lepas ni tak apa-apa, 12 tu. Kenapa lepas tu?
Sebelah.
Habis macam ni cepat-cepat. Okay, Pak Oni.
Next is water softener and builder. The function is to enhance the effectiveness of the detergent by softening the water. Example is sodium tripolyphosphate. Detergent builders are materials.
Only baca dia punya function saja. Good, next.
Next is foam control agent. The function is to control the foam formed by the detergent. The example is alkyl monoethanol amide. Foam control agents in general should be hydrophobic. The best anti-foam agents have very limited water solubility.
Okay.
Next is anti-suspension agent. The function is to prevent the removed dirt from redepositing to the cloth. Example is sodium carboxyl methyl cellulose. It is a large molecule derived from degraded cellulose. It present in many bulk laundry detergents to minimize redeposition of soil that has been removed by washing. Next is fragrances. The function is to enhance the fragrance of the detergent and fabric. Examples are jasmine and lavender. Fragrances contribute to feelings of happiness, relaxation, or stimulation, as well as feelings of irritation, depression, and apathy. Next is drying agent. It's to ensure that the detergent is always dry in its container. Example is sodium sulfate and sodium silicate.
Okay, habis dah. Okay, very good presentation. Okay.